Yo.
Yo.
Alright. What's really bracking?
The world's gone crazy.
What's good?
People dying, man.
Happens every day. Actually, RIP.
Oh my days. we have to start again.
No. Keep going. Keep going right now, man. Keep going, man.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
We cannot roll with this. It's too insensitive.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Listen. First of all,
I really want to see my face.
I've literally. All right. So I apologize. That's a very insensitive joke. I just watched. I was on TV. Well, I wasn't on TV. I was watching TV, and pretty much what happened was that, someone was killed due to a terrorist attack in Streatham, and today. So in my mind already, I'm thinking about death. Also, my cousin died last year, and it was just recent. So Friday was his anniversary. R.I.P. to him. He's in heaven. He's chilling. Kobe just died last week.
Sunday, innit?
Sunday.
It's a week
R.I.P.
now.
to him as well. Coronavirus. A person died outside of China, which is kind of mad.
Yeah.
So we didn't mean to make a insensitive joke, but R.I.P. to a lot of people that have died.
Obviously, it was.
That's not the way to start the podcast, but hey, welcome to the Made In Chafford podcast. You know,
For real.
My name's Emmanuel.
My name's Demi.
Collins in the building.
Thank you for clearing that up.
We had to clear it up, man. We had to clear it up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because my man just went to Kobe straight away after that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Do you ever just be like doing something and then you're like, damn, Kobe's dead, you know?
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a prank, a pure prank.
Listen, TMZ are probably the most on it when it comes to that. They're not putting out waffle, if you know what I mean.
Whenever they report something, it's basically
9 times out of 10
it's basically happened.
But nah, man, crazy, because Kobe's in that bracket of people who just not that they'll live forever, but it's like, bro, they're larger than life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's insane to think, he's gone. It's obviously, I think the painful thing for everyone was he was on his way to, I think it was a game or something for his daughter.
Yeah.
Or some function, and you know, it's that whole thing of you can be here and then gone tomorrow, you know. So it's crazy that's how we went out.
Yeah. No. I played basketball most of my teenage life. I haven't played basketball since then, but like even like seeing what happened like with Kobe Bryant, the clash between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. You know, like Kobe Bryant being the great of our time.
Yeah.
Of course, you could talk about Michael Jordan. Allen Iverson was probably the closest to like that greatness, but of our time. But whereas Allen Iverson retired a bit early and Kobe Bryant continued, there's a lot of individuals who have seen him from the early 2000s up until now.
Yeah.
And the result of his greatness and his legacy. So it's really a shame. Like, you know, I know people who were really into the game of basketball, who cried, who just couldn't take the news. They thought it was a prank. They thought it was just a joke. Nah, he ain't dead. Because usually when it's a young individual, of course we're all like in our 20s, but when you're 41 and someone says you're dead, it's like, nah, can't be. If it's somebody who's like 80, it's like, it's expected.
Or if
you're ready for it
for a while or something.
Yeah,
you've
if
seen it
you've
coming.
been ill, it's expected. It's not something that just happens and it occurs and you're just dead, gone.
But it's crazy how, you know, you could really touch someone, like be in their lives, like people who've never met him. But that's the thing, you know, I think for me, that's what I was thinking about. Obviously, it had an effect, but it was like, you actually think about how if you lost someone you're a huge fan of, like, I saw Doug was in the hospital the other day. I was like, hey, yo, don't play games like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just because you've never seen them, those people are somehow in your life every day. They're there all the time, you know what I mean? So it actually feels like someone's gone.
Yeah, it's awful, man. Like even like the way people reacted to it, like even at the time, like when I found out, like I had a cool weekend, was chilling, and like I got shown the tweet, and like I looked at it, and I initially, in fact, my first reaction was like, no, like, what's the source? That's the first thing I said. No, that can't be real. What's the source? Obviously, looked further. Then TMZ put it out. People were saying maybe it was fake because the website crashed, stuff like that.
What, TMZ's website crashed?
It crashed shortly afterwards because of the traffic, obviously.
Yeah.
But and then obviously finding out it was true, like, it was just
Even
ridiculous.
Even Nike retracted all their products of Kobe Bryant because a lot of individuals they see the opportunity to buy. You know, we talked about it last episode. Check that out. Toby Tariba, Kleps and Clothes, Michael Tariba, Kleps and Clothes. Pretty much, we're talking about resellers and how majority of them, they'll take a hype product and then try and sell it for more. Whereas this one is kind of sad because it's like, we get it. There's a moment, but at this point in time, don't do it. And I think a lot of people were buying the product because they still wanted to have that sort of attachment. Like, yeah, this is Kobe Bryant. This is my guy since day. Yeah. Personally, for me, I was more of a LeBron guy. I don't know if you guys have seen like the meme where pretty much there's the film from that call center film with Lakeith
Stapleton.
Yeah. What's the film?
Sorry to bother you?
Sorry to bother you. Yeah, pretty much like that. That was like a cheer to like my heart, but like I was more of a LeBron fan, and I understand like the Kobe situation, but I was listening to his podcast previously, and pretty much I can see now why a lot of people may have hated him, and why they were LeBron fans. But yeah, no, it's just back to the conversation about reselling. A lot of people try to take the opportunity to buy certain things and then sell it for a massive premium just because he had died, and I thought that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mad.
People try to make money wherever they can. It's a shame that it has to be done through that route, but I wouldn't say it is what it is, but yeah, no, it's a shame that that's how people were trying to get it in so soon after he died. But I don't know, I think an interesting question which I was, pondering on was, should they have played? Should the NBA have cancelled the games? I think as a football fan, it was interesting because I thought, obviously we hope it never happens or they go at their time, but if Messi or Ronaldo, if something happened to them, would we ask the Premier League to say, no, don't play? But I guess it's a bit different because there's so many leagues and so many different people, but whereas the NBA, that's the one premium basketball league in the world. So yeah. I guess for them, I would have understood if they'd cancelled games. I think they should have, personally, because especially that the day it happened, no one was in the. There was
players in hysterics.
On the
bench, on the field of play as well. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
I don't think anyone's in the right mind frame right now to play, really.
No, nobody is. No one is, especially if you knew Kobe. And a lot of those players have got into the NBA because of Kobe. Like, you're talking about some people that are born in the year 2000.
That's their
and
guy.
Pretty much, that's their guy. People that are born 1999. Like, we've literally seen him play. We've seen him gone from 8 to 24. So,
I just think it's interesting how many lives he's affected and how many young men. That's their superhero. You know what I mean? There was nothing.
That is their superhero. Yeah.
There was nothing Kobe couldn't do on the court.
Yeah.
He was hooping out of control. So it's a sad situation, man. And obviously, RIP to everyone else. And
yeah, let's not talk. Obviously, his daughter was on the helicopter as well. So I mean, that was the part of the news where I was just heartbroken because initially I'd seen so many reports. There were so many people who were supposed to be on there that actually weren't on there. A lot of the reporting was really shady and awful, and obviously finding out about the child and then obviously everybody else on there, it's just as bad. But obviously the fact that Kobe had the legacy he had, it makes the conversation revolve around Kobe. But his worst nightmare would be for him to be his kid being on there, because as a dad you want to protect your kid. So
I can't imagine what those final few seconds would have been, because all you can do is try and console her. I'm sure there was other families on there as well, so I'm sure the parents of them would have been doing the same. But it's nuts, you know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure they probably would have taken it on the chin, like like with his mindset, like
I
with
think
his attitude and his mindset, and then him passing it on to his daughter as well. Of course, his daughter's gonna look to him for comfort, but he like the last conversation that he had like on an interview, he pretty much said, "Listen, sometimes you're gonna have to just take the pain and make sure that your daughters are looking at you like everything is fine, everything is perfect." So with him, he may have been scared internally, but he's just gonna have to face it and just take it as it is. Like, he probably would have just said, "Nah, it's coming, and we're gonna take it, and we're gonna go through it, and whatever happens next, and we'll go through that." So I think that's what his mindset would have been. His mindset on court was the same off court.
Yeah, number mentality, innit?
He probably would have had the same thing when he would have died. So, RIP to him, his daughter, and other people that are on board as well. That is something that is important.
Yeah, you can't forget them, because obviously that's people, 9 people, I think it was a total.
Yeah.
So many people, like, you think how many people have actually lost people. It's not just Kobe, and it's so sad, honestly, that I can't even imagine what they're going through. But I think it's a testament to him as a person that how many people have come out and spoken positively about him. That's, if you do go out, that's what you want. You want people to have nothing but nice things to say about you.
100%, yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Twitter's been flooded. And what's also interesting is all the stories that you've heard, like, of him. It's just that mentality. You know what? I'm gonna win. Nothing else. And he's also a great. He's hard to escape because he's also so famous. He's behind a lot of gifts. I mean, one of my favorite videos of all time with him and Kanye West for the Nike advert.
Yeah.
I think the most painful thing was that he was a popular meme at the time with him and his daughter. The explaining thing. Yeah. So it was just that explaining meme just took on a whole new meaning. It's crazy.
Especially. I wasn't a fan. Well, I'm not gonna say I wasn't a fan. I was more of a fan of LeBron James than I was of Kobe. Like, you do appreciate Kobe, you do appreciate his greatness, but you're more sided towards LeBron.
I think it's because we'd seen the start of LeBron. We didn't see the start of Kobe. We're too young to see the start of Kobe.
That's one.
So
thing.
It's kind of a bit like.
Yeah. So then when it comes to that, like, he was demonized. Like, pretty much, he was like, the guy don't pass. The guy can't play with others. The guy this and that. So then when it comes to this meme, you just see him being a father, and then him connecting with his daughter. Like, it's just magical. And then you see him on the court where, like,
5 rings,
LeBron James and Kobe's like, they're coming up together, hugging each other.
Legend.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, dead. And then all these guys, they come and say nice things to him.
For real.
They say nice things about him.
Hey, you know what?
But it's more importantly, I think the guy definitely lived a full life. One thing, most Christians may understand what I'm saying. They know a guy called Miles Monroe, and pretty much he says, if you're gonna go to the grave empty. Don't go with holding things with regret, saying, "Oh, I wish I could have done this." Make sure you go with, "I've done everything. Let me look back at it and enjoy myself." And if you die, then you die a full life. I think that's one thing I can definitely take from Kobe. Is just go at it, be the best,
110%.
Yeah. Don't be the competition. Beat the competition.
What was I going to say? Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa put something in that song. Like, every time I see, because it was played during his at the Staples Center the other day, that song will get you choked up, man. For real. Even the strongest of men probably wouldn't be able to. Yeah,
no, man. When someone dies, it's different.
For real.
100%.
It's real different, especially if there's somebody close to you as well. It's one of them.
Yeah, R.I.P. Kobe, obviously.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
R.I.P. to everyone who was on the plane. Yeah. I mean, on the helicopter. Can't believe it, really. It goes back to what we were saying. Like, sometimes I'll just be doing stuff and be like, "Yo, damn, Kobe's dead." Yeah. Like, it's mad.
It's not gonna resonate for a while, I don't think. It's definitely the biggest death in sporting history for a long time. I can't think of anything close in my life.
And I just pray that his wife gets all the strength that she needs right now, man.
For sure, you don't want to go through that, man.
Nah, not at all. That's a real sharp pain. I can't even imagine someone who was so involved in his family's life. You can see from everything you know, how great of a man he was, how involved he was. The whole reason he had a helicopter was because he was missing out on certain things
For
with
his family, yeah.
So it was like, yo, I can't. LA traffic is bad. I need to be at this for the kid, so I'm just gonna go and get a helicopter so I can get around the city.
Yeah,
It's peak, bro.
For real.
It's actually peak. I can't even like
There's
point to
no way
where it's just mad
to
peak, bro.
describe it really.
Yeah, but
R.I.P.
rest in peace, man.
Yeah.
Shall we go on to some lighter, happier stuff, I suppose?
Yeah, someone died in Streatham, got shot down.
He said something liar.
Still deaf, but I mean, if it's a terrorist and they're causing terror, hey,
That's not liar.
I don't know, man. Hey, listen.
I hear that. So what's up? What's happened?
We don't know. We just know that someone got shot down, and it was a terrorist attack, according to the police. That's what I know, innit?
Yeah. You hate to see it.
Yeah, you definitely hate to see it. I mean, you don't want
real.
to be there in the midst of it, but
Streatham as well, such an odd area.
it's
like,
real odd.
Like they normally, I mean, you don't want these things to happen, but they normally target like
Zone
1
City of
sort
London, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
Streatham
if
is-
it's City of London, then that's a madness. If you know about the City of London, then you'll know. But yeah, because do you know about the City of London?
What do you mean?
Like it's its whole nation.
Say what?
Mothers. Like the City of London is its own nation.
Is it a big conspiracy?
It's not really big, but yeah, it is a conspiracy.
What the?
So the City of London, like the Queen, has to get permission to go into the City of London
Why?
because that's another country.
Why don't we have to get permission to go into the City of London?
But because it's one of them ones where you just let it slide. But the Queen, like she can't just walk in. She has to get permission first.
Don't man making up BS, man.
I'm not. Listen, if you want to go look it up here, it's a big
No,
conspiracy.
I'm definitely looking that up after this. That's dead. But why? You know what I mean? Like it's not. That's just silly. You know what I mean?
So like yeah. So back to the thing I was saying. If there was a terrorist attack in the City of London, it's a madness. Like that's why police officers carry guns in the City of London, and they don't carry guns in like Westminster.
What's the City of London?
City of London is its own state.
What like? Where is? What's popular in?
It's just its own state. It's its own country, bro.
Where do I go?
Isn't City of London, Tower Hill, Aldgate, like?
No.
Once you
So
get
basically,
into-
there's like.
But where
So-
is it?
So you see, like, let's say, what is it? It's Liverpool Street. Yeah. So you go Liverpool Street.
Yeah, that's right next to
Yeah.
Tower
Then-
Hill, Aldgate.
What's in? Yeah. So like, you take like a 5-minute walk, then you're outside of the City of London.
Right.
The moment you step in, like, there has to be like a dragon and then a shield with
Yeah.
That's the Red Cross.
That's
The
Tower
moment
Hill.
you step in, that's the City of London.
No, that's mad. I'm
It's
perplexed.
mad. And the police, well, I don't know, man, but I'm just saying it's the City of London. But if ever a terrorist attack was supposed to happen there, it's Mazzoline.
So what? London Bridge?
London Bridge is not the City of London.
Yo, my brain's fried at this.
Yeah, it's a big conspiracy.
That's mad, bro. The more you know, innit?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
But no, I guess yeah, it goes back to. I'm glad that the police were able to sort that situation out, and the terrorist attack didn't go any further. Did he injure anyone, or did they injure
there's
anyone?
there's 3 people who
Was stabbed.
were injured. One's in critical.
Oh word.
So yeah.
No, it's not. That's not what you want to hear. But
Nope.
yeah, I guess onto something lighter.
It's a big conspiracy.
What the City of London?
No, J House's album.
Oh, jeez. That's a big
That's
album.
what he set up, man.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to get us out. I really did. Don't look at me like I owe you anything. I tried my best. Yeah. Bruh, what an album, man. Fucking hell. I've listened to it like 20 times.
It's insane.
Yeah, man. You just keep listening to it on a repeat.
That first half of the album reminds me, or made me feel a lot like, if you really, you know, when he was on the run.
Nothing is skippable.
Yeah.
It's insane. Literally from Helicopter to I want to say about Fortune Teller. I can't just on repeat it's insane what he's managed to achieve, man.
Yeah.
Man's
That
spitting
judge has
bars as
definitely
well.
worked for him. Like,
For real.
that judge definitely worked for him. He says he's done judge. I don't have to go too deep into it, you know. But hey, that's what he's done, and it's worked for him. We're definitely banging it.
couldn't happen to a nicer guy as well, really.
I've actually finished.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
insane.
I want to get into him a little bit, right? Because from what I've taken from this album, I've noticed his self-confidence here is almost like second to none.
10,000.
The way he talks, yeah, it's with such conviction and like such like purpose. He says things that other rappers can't say. Like if you gave even Dave, for example, the bars that J Hus says, it just won't sound the same.
Yeah.
And like some of the bars on like No Denying, like you see me, I'm bare chest, I might hear fearless. Like I believe him. Like if I walk down the street and I saw J Hus with no top on walking, I'm not going there, man. You know like, what he's on.
Yo, you know it's cold today. Like, what's
me? I might have bare chest, fam.
He looks like the type to not care, but
he's a.
I see what you mean with that. That is the truth. The boy is so confident, and it shows in his music as well.
For sure.
He's just grown as an artist as well. Because when he first came out with it, I've said he was capable of making this album. I don't know, but my God, he smoked it, man.
Yeah,
the features did their thing. Like Coffee on repeat or repetition was fantastic. Like I don't really know. I can't praise it any more than I already have.
I hear that for real.
Yeah, all the producers they did him justice, man.
J5 is in his bag.
J5,
J5.
TSP.
The thing is, what's really interesting is that I think there has to be a specific chemistry between the producer and the artist.
I think that's so true.
Because sometimes you can have an amazing beat and it may not make sense to one person, but it makes sense to another person. For example, the Ludacris Stand Up. That beat was already made for Jay-Z, but then Timbaland turned around and gave it to freaking Ludacris. No, I don't think it's that song. I think it's The Potion. Yeah, The Potion. Like that song, Ludacris just took it to another level.
Yeah,
and it was just like.
But that be happening a lot, though. To be fair, in the sense that artists reject beats or they can't see a beat for what it's for.
Exactly.
Or say a song was written for someone else and they're like, this ain't for me, or it's not working, so they don't.
Or even what's this? Sicko Mode, the beginning part with Drake singing on the thing. That song was made years ago, and then they obviously just took it and then put it on this version, of course, and it just made sense. So I think sometimes, producers and artists, they have to have that sort of chemistry. Back to what I was saying, they have to have that sort of chemistry where it clicks and it makes sense, and then that's what makes a song just.
But J5 is definitely getting the best out of
Hus, and he's getting better as well. J5, some of the beats on there, even some of the beats at the beginning of the album, I've never heard him on those type of beats, and it just sounds incredible. Like Fight for Your Right and Helicopter, the beats on those, just amazing.
Cucumber is a special song.
Yeah, you have to say Cucumber exactly.
You have to. Met that girl back in October.
Yeah.
Listen. How can we say?
There's certain words you can't say as an African, but the fact that he just says it like.
Nah, he was on something, man.
In the English climate, it's just like cucumber. Yeah.
I'm not feeling that. It's not cucumber no more.
Nah.
J-Hus has redefined it for real.
That's true.
I'm so happy with that about that album.
It's incredible. First listen, first 4 or 5 tracks in, I was just looking around
it was so
what
good,
is going on? Like this is nuts, bro.
Other albums, I'm not gonna mention the albums, but because I respect some of them, but I never went back to them. I haven't gone back to them since. Maybe one album. No, actually no. Both of them. Didn't go back to them since. J Hus, you did your thing.
You did the madness, man. Absolutely.
It was so good that I forgot M Huncho's album came out, and M Huncho's album wasn't that bad.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That was the album he was going to say, but he didn't want to say it.
Yeah, man.
I knew it.
Huncho
Lee the first.
Yeah.
It was a good album.
It's decent, but you should have put it out when J Hus put his album out, bro. That Hus album is different, bro. Honestly, so concise, very cohesive as well. It actually sounds relatively themed, and he had an idea and he did it. Whereas Common Sense was more so let me show how versatile I am. I can do the sing along. I can make you a chart topping song, and he really just homed in. And this might be my favorite
This song is
British
actually amazing.
album I've listened to in quite a while. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's singing, but like he's talking violent stuff.
Like
He's just singing, and he's just talking violent stuff, and it's cool. It's like you really want to give this to your child just to listen, but it's like no. When you listen to lyrics, it's like, but nah, he's form on point.
I don't know what
Elevation.
Yeah.
He's made us fast.
Powers. That's what I got to say. Powers, fam. I said it, not me. Even the beginning of No Denying on the album, when you hit, I was like, take my.
You want to do something dangerous. You actually want to do something dangerous.
Take my headphones off.
You don't know me, I'm fearless. Like
Me, I'm at her bare chest, bro. It's good, man. It's fucking sick.
He did his thing, man.
Obviously 5 for 5 on the charts as well now. So thank you, Mr. Huss. Needed that to secure that win.
The Oprah shrug.
And this is him coming out bin as well.
Yeah, as well.
So and the thing is, he didn't.
And it leaked.
Of course, there was the.
And it leaked, yeah.
And it leaked too, yeah.
A month before it was supposed to be released.
Powers.
If you ever listen to that, you're a brave soul, Car.
Powers.
I would never listen to it.
I'll never listen to that, boy. Just tell it to a potato when it's done, bro.
His management must be doing amazing stuff.
I need all I want now is visuals.
Yeah.
I don't know what for, but
Fight for your right, man. Fight for your right. Do it. Do it. And No Denying as well.
you need a No Denying video.
I liked No Denying when it first came out.
I don't want to.
I did like it. I liked it a lot. But hearing on the album just makes it so much better.
I don't want a visual because you already know the vibe.
Yeah.
You don't need no visual.
You know the vibes.
Yeah, you don't.
I need to see that.
I need a video for Cucumber and I don't know. I would agree with you for Fight for Your Right. Or Helicopter. He's in his bag on Helicopter.
Reckless is hard as well. Reckless. Even the last track, he's giving you gems, bro.
Yeah.
He's spitting.
Yeah.
I think that, like, I've never seen a unicorn, but I've seen pigs fly. Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Looks into the barrel of the gun and seen paradise. I was like, rah, all right, Hus, all right. Nah.
Space in your life when you give that album.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
everyone
he-
have that.
Powers.
Maybe sitting down in bin helped him. I don't know, but
You definitely have to have them powers, man. Listen. You do your thing, innit? You do your thing.
if it works, innit?
Boy, the music's slapping. So
For real.
what can we
How
say?
can I be upset? But nah, great album.
Amazing album. He
smoked
deserves
that, man.
all the accolades.
For real,
All
for
the
real.
accolades.
Yeah, man. He definitely got his.
But Hunter, getting into the M Hunter's album, I actually enjoyed it.
I
I
too.
genuinely
I
did.
listened to it once, so I can't really comment that much.
That's why. Cause I listened to it once, and then I was like, this is not good. Cause I'd listened to Jay
Yeah.
Huss's, but then I stopped listening to Huss, and I told myself just stop, let it sit, and I went back to M Hunter's, and it's really good, man.
No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought it was a good.
He's done
I thought it was
bits.
a good album.
Yeah,
I think he just got lost in Jay Huss's.
of course.
Yeah, he was never gonna get the #1 album for that week as well.
No.
So I just think, and people were championing Huss. It was at Huss's time, so I don't know. It was a odd choice to come out that day.
Maybe you didn't know because I think maybe the leak just had. I think maybe Jay Huss had a rollout and it just kind of got cut short because it leaked and he thought, let's just put it out.
But who listened to the leak? I don't feel like the leak was that impactful.
I saw some people listen to it.
I got the leak from like group chats, and it was like cool. I listened to a few songs. I definitely listened to Triumph. But,
You're a brave man.
I didn't really pay too much attention.
Triumph is a
No,
good track as
no,
well.
because the thing is, I know that it's gonna go on Spotify, and it's just like
You might as well wait. Yeah.
yeah.
Cause I heard about the leak. I was like, who's listening to this?
Yeah.
How childish that? It's 2020.
You're a
no
big
one's
man.
listen to leaks, man.
Yeah.
Well, if you've grown up in the age of LimeWire, then you know you have different motives.
Yeah, but even still, man.
Nah, you're built different.
Get the track and it just starts with Soldier Boy tell him, bruv. Then you know you've been duppied, bruv. Good
deep,
times, man.
That was a time to be alive, honestly.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, no, shouts to M Hunter as well.
Yeah, the hustle.
He deserves some praise.
I think it was a good album. Just got lost.
Lost in the sauce.
You hate to see it.
Kalo K.
What? Kilo K.
Do my dance.
Nah, that song's dead. Man.
But they don't do it like this.
Nah, that song's dead.
You're not a fan?
No.
It's hard body,
Doesn't-
bro.
listen.
Nah, doesn't get me hyped.
It's
Doesn't get me
hard
energy.
body, bro.
Like there's certain songs in the gym where I listen to it and I want to do a deadlift, but that song doesn't make me want to get up and do nothing, bro. Get like man, and even when he's dancing in the video as well. Nice.
Nah, I'm a fan.
The dance is wavy, bro.
He's got me.
Nah, man.
New NY boys be dancing, man.
Even the thingy, yeah. What's his name?
NY boys be dancing, but he's dancing like he just went into like a primary school dance.
It's because he's like, it just looks funny because it's him.
I
Don't know what I mean.
thought it was a good song, man.
I really enjoyed it.
You'd have to pay me to not like that song.
I enjoyed it.
Very
It's what I
impressed.
need. It's what we need.
My favourites at the moment. Big Drip. Spitting over.
That song was by accident.
Really?
His ad-libs were not supposed to be that loud.
Really?
Yeah. His ad-libs was not supposed to be that loud. And it just so happened that people were just feeling that.
That's nuts.
What time?
Big Drip. She wanna suck on the lip, hey, like that. It wasn't supposed to be like that. Because the ad-libs is the same volume as his lyrics.
But I guess
And it just so happened to bang. By accident.
ad-libs the same volume as I mean, I guess there's a way that they're done that, you know, because you look at the Migos, they're ad-lib kings.
Yeah, they're ad-lib kings, but you definitely know it's ad-lib.
Yeah, I guess so. That's nuts.
Racks.
Get Quavo out of here, man.
Quavo!
That's insane. You're just gonna start listing off the ad-libs?
Yeah.
Nah, it was a good song. I'm impressed. I thought both of them did well on it. I enjoyed it, for sure.
Yeah, me too. I need more shouting from him.
For real. What else happened? Obviously, F9 came out. You're done.
That's enough ad-lib, yeah.
Quenched.
Fast 9 trailer came out.
Heart is dead, man. He's dead. He's just leave him to die with his caramel popcorn. He's dead.
Nah, that trailer's insane.
Nah, he's
From
dead,
start
man.
to finish.
They've got my
dead.
money. I'll tell you that.
For real. Them and Transformers just be doing stuff. Like, I keep saying this is the last time, but they keep pulling me back in.
Nah, I'm going online, bro.
They can't keep getting away with this.
I'm going online.
Because it is like he catches a
I'm
car.
going online, bro.
John Cena's his brother.
And he has hair. And he's white. No, actually, no. That. Wait, is he the older brother or the younger brother? Because
It's got to be younger.
Doesn't matter at this point.
They've actually not got to explain
They're
it.
making up.
They really have to explain it. They have to explain it.
I'm at a point now with Fast and Furious. They can do whatever they want. Like there has to be. There's no continuity. Like it's just ridiculous.
What were they doing in the beginning? They were just driving.
It was a racing film.
It was a racing film.
And then now it's Intel. Now it's we're driving for this. We're driving.
I
for
can't even
that.
tell you what the plot line is for this new one.
Bruv.
I couldn't tell you the plotline for the last 3 movies. I'll be honest with you.
Honey's
I really
dead.
can't.
Yeah. How did they? Listen. You know what's mad? I downloaded that film, put it on my iPod. Yeah. Watched that film on my iPod pretty much every day because I didn't have anything else to watch at the time, and I saw Han die several times. Tokyo Drift. See him die several times. I see Bow Wow trying to sell the red Air Jordans. Yeah. To my man. I saw Han die several times, and now I see him come back with popcorn. No. No.
I don't know.
No. He's dead.
Why
he
not?
is dead.
Yeah, fuck it. Bring him back.
No.
Yeah,
They're embracing it now. They know it's stupid, and it's making them pee. So
The thing
what we're gonna do? Be more stupid and
He
make more
was
money.
stuck, and the thing just fucking listen.
No, I agree with you. Me and Demi are not disagreeing.
I know
with you.
what.
It's something
I'm
to
gonna
get hung
start
up on
swearing
them.
again, yeah, because I stopped swearing for
They
some
want
time.
money.
Fuck it. My guy fucking died in the fucking truck, in the fucking car, and he fucking died with nitrous. He died.
I don't think it's something to get hung up on.
He died, bro.
But
I saw him
50
die.
Cent got burnt alive and pound came back. Anything's possible.
I don't see what I get why you're annoyed.
Yeah, but he
I don't-
came back with burnt marks, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
This guy came out unscathed, popping popcorn in his mouth.
Unscathed.
They can't explain that. You know
50
what, I'm
Cent
sorry.
came back with a fresh trim, burnt marks, scars all over his face. My man just came back,
Oh, God.
man bopping. Like he just came
That's
fresh,
so
like fresh
funny,
home,
man.
satin.
That is
I didn't even think about
Liar.
that. That's insane.
That's
So they've got to
amazing.
explain that then.
He died, man. He died. He really
Do
died.
they know he died?
Nah, he died.
They didn't act like it when you walked in. They just felt like he was already there the whole time. Like it was just crazy, bro.
Man just went
I'm gonna watch it just for
somewhere.
the
He
sake
went
of it.
Cuba.
Ah,
Tupac.
I need to see what they're on. Like, what? You know when there's no bridge at the end of the trailer, a man's car hooks... That,
It's swinging around like Tarzan. Bro.
Nah, I don't
See
know.
that, yeah? That's not even physics.
That's impossible.
That's not physics. You see, when they're in the car, several things should be happening to the internal organs. Several things.
But
They
when
should
they're
be-
falling,
When they get dragged onto the thing, and then they swing. You see centripetal force. Yeah. You know when it swings, bruv. It's greater when it's longer. When it's faster as well. The internal organs, they shouldn't come out unscathed. They should.
but okay.
Have you ever seen a banana, that's just been mashed up in your bag, and then you open it up? That's what the organs should be looking like.
I'm with you.
Nah.
They need to just accept now that this is a damn
It's
franchise.
trash.
No, they have. That's why they're doing this.
No, but they need to say either are they superheroes?
No, I'm sure. Literally, Han walking in is letting the audience know, you man, just enjoy the ride.
That's like
They don't care no more. And they made Idris a fucking superhero in the last one, so
They more they did.
they know now, bruv. They just know itself.
was he a superhero?
more
In
than
Hobbs and
that.
Shaw, was a damn near superhero, bruv. So
That
now
film's
they're
not
just,
good, by
they're
the
just
way.
doing it.
See, I haven't even watched that film.
Nah, I
Don't
wouldn't
even
watch
bother,
it,
bro.
I'm not. You see, listen.
I watched it on the fly. Those are the times we can kill time. innit?
Yeah.
Bruv, Kobe Bryant dedicated his life to his craft, spending every minute, every moment. Am I gonna spend my own fucking time watching some fucking trash film? I saw the fucking guy die. Yeah, he's dead. He's fucking dead.
I really don't think it's something to get. They're dumb. We know this though.
He died in my
But
eyes.
I'm
The car blew up. He was stuck.
Wait. I got a quality question. Eman, are you surprised?
It's not like I'm surprised.
Have you seen the last few movies? Have you seen the last few movies?
They've been on this.
Are you surprised?
What did I see? I
The Rock
saw-
moved a missile with his bare hands. In that same trailer where Han comes back, Vin Diesel catches a car with his bare hands. In the 7th one, they drive off of skyscrapers in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
Are we surprised?
No, you see that one. Mathematically,
Don't.
There is a small. If you did statistics, if you did S2, you could definitely say, alright, cool, innit? There was a small percent of them making that thing, and they made it. But no, everything else is garbage, is rubbish.
Yeah, but we know this. This is.
But when the heart came back, I was
like your final song for their last
I
song.
gave up, man. I just gave up. I said no.
It's like Iron Man walking in and the next Spider-Man's like, yo, what's good?
But I think this is it. They just need to own up and just be like, yo, this is the direction we're going. Because do you know what the problem is? They're still trying to act like these are regular people. That's my problem. Like,
Okay, yeah. They need to at least
hint at they've all taken some juice or something. John Cena pushes him down out of a window. That's it. From what I know, from where the franchise started, these are just regular
They
human
jump
beings.
off a bridge, you know. They jump off a bridge and they're just supposed to land on concrete.
Yo, yeah, I don't know, man.
You see, when I say the physics in this whole film,
it's the
messed up.
FFCU, man.
This is just.
We're here for it.
I mean, I'll
I'm
see.
gonna watch it just for the sake of watching how shit it's gonna be. But it will be entertaining shit nonetheless.
The only problem I have is I just hope they haven't shown the best bits.
That trailer was 4 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a damn near song. So I don't really see.
It's true.
So I don't see really.
What?
What more can they do?
Nah, I don't even know. They could do something stupid.
I really hope they.
Well,
Expect.
they could do the same thing for. Have you seen Bad Boys?
I've seen.
No, I've not
I've seen
seen
it
it.
now.
You've seen it.
Don't need to
You
spoil
haven't-
it for
yeah,
them.
nah,
Nah,
you know what? Let me not spoil it, man. It's all good, man. It's all good.
it was decent.
It's a decent film. It's just.
I have one gripe, but I'm not gonna discuss it because it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
But it's other than that, it was actually pretty good. Like
It was
for
really-
what
it was
it
really
was.
Does it open itself up to a sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. I mean, they didn't have to do that, in my opinion, but they did that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, we'll see going forward. But yeah, Fast 9's moving dumb, man.
been moving dumb, been moving crazy.
Since what? 5?
When they came through with the 20-minute runway, I knew Wagwan, man. These men are not serious.
The 20-minute runway is insane.
That was the point where I was like, oh no.
You know, like when we used to go, like when we were back at like 15, well, not 15, but let me say 13, 14, we used to go to shopping centre and just hang about. I think that's what Fast and Furious have just done. They've just made a film for us, just hang out.
Or just pass the
Because,
time.
yeah, as I said, listen, Kobe Bryant died, spent every minute. I'm not spending my minutes watching another man who died come back and then just pop popcorn in my face.
We'll let you know how it goes, innit?
Don't even.
I'll be. Don't even.
Don't even.
I'll be there.
I'm made for good content, I'll tell you that much. Some of the stuff that we'll see will be stupid shit, so.
Nah, I think, yeah, definitely. Is that people who apparently it's quite popular for people to watch Civil War, but they just go to the action bits? because there's great action in it. So this film might lend itself to that. Like I'm interested to see what the great CGI they use, the great stunts that happen. I don't think there's gonna be a great story, but we'll see.
There's definitely not gonna be a great story. That's one thing we can.
They just need to John Cena being Thing's brother. I don't know. That's insane.
There's nothing wrong. I said like he's black and he's white. There's nothing wrong with them being like in a mixed relationship and whatnot. It's just
That's mad.
yeah, it's mad. It's a bit different. You're gonna have to explain it in the film.
For sure.
100%. What else is popping?
Oh, the Grammys. Listen, sweet girl, like lovely. I'm sure she's a great person, but yo, why one for Billie Eilish? Like
She has great skin. That's why she won.
that's
Like she has like really like smooth skin.
I thought you said grey.
No, great skin. Like her skin's smooth, man. Just from the visuals, it looks very smooth. Like I need the same stuff that she's taking.
Didn't she like break a record for getting the most amount of Grammys for like a new artist or something?
yeah,
like
I think so. They are pushing her, man, hard.
I told y'all. She's on the fast track.
Industry.
Yeah, she's like 9. What? She's a kid.
No, I think
She'll be there for a long
a
time.
lot of teenage women they enjoy music.
I think she deserved a few, but I don't think she deserved all of them. Maybe one.
Even though she might be a plant, like
I don't
there's a
listen to
lot of
music,
girls
bro.
that do enjoy music. We may not enjoy it, but they definitely enjoy music.
Nah, she's definitely a plant.
The track of the year should have went to Lil Nas X. I have no idea. That's that one I don't understand.
What did it go to? Bad Guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't make. I don't think it was a bigger song than.
Not even. I mean, that's one of the biggest songs of all time.
What song is this Bad Guy?
Is it the
song?
do one?
If you've not heard it, you're never gonna hear
He's heard it. I've heard it unknowingly. No. Yeah, like that in particular. I think maybe best new artist. Fair enough. Just whatever. Fine. But the rest, I don't understand.
Nah, I don't know. I think she beat out. I mean, the Grammys is basically a celebration of pop, so that's a thing. But nah, not for me. She didn't deserve it.
No, the Grammys is a high accolade, but it's
I mean, these awards are gonna always get it wrong. You know what I mean?
No, it's for the chosen. It's not for the achievers. It's for the chosen. That's what makes it hard. So like, Tyler the Creator, when he came out and said, "Listen, thank you for giving me a Grammy. I really appreciate this, but I shouldn't have won this Grammy for this particular
Genre.
due to I'm paraphrasing, but due to
you're
this
right.
particular genre, because boom, this is not the album for that genre."
But
Like,
I've been saying that. I think that's been an issue I've had for a while now. Like, best rap album isn't correct in the sense that I felt Cardi B deserved to win best rap album that year, but in what lane? You know what I mean? The music, you can't just say best rap album because the music she makes is different to Travis Scott or Mac Miller or Pusha T, those artists that she beat out. Like, I think
last year's one was a lot better because it was very much concentrated on the music and the content and the delivery of the product. Whereas this year, they just handed it to him and they said, "Yeah, you're that guy." But everybody in the hip hop community knows that album banged. It just wasn't a hip hop album.
Yeah, it's not hip hop.
Nah.
I don't even know what you're basing that off of. It's more a pop album, in my opinion. I don't really. He was right in saying this isn't I'm grateful, but this isn't the category I should be in. Yeah. And they need to do subcategories for hip hop now. I think that's because you can't just lump people together like that. They're not making the same music.
What the fuck is urban contemporary?
What does that even mean? Yeah, exactly. That's
our urban contemporary podcast. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
It means fucking waffle, bro.
I know what urban means, but what does contemporary mean? What
I think like modern music.
What's modern music?
So it's modern.
I can't win.
I mean, it's modern niggas, man. That's what it is, man. Because I can definitely know what urban means, but contemporary is just modern niggerish shit, man. That's what it is.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nicest way to say it.
It's the only way to say it. The people have known for a while. I guess it's the Grammys just needs to. I think it's hard to get it right, especially when I think it's harder than movies because it is just like, I don't want to say it's more subjective, because every like art in general is objective, but I don't know if
genres have changed so much.
Yeah.
Whereas in the movie, you can tell it's an action movie. The only real development of genre is superhero movie. Whereas in music, the lines have just been blurred so much. So yeah, it's hard.
I think it was like what they were saying was that Lizzo won an award, and her being in that category didn't make sense for her.
She won an R&B award. Oh, Jesus Lord. I'm like, what? Anyway,
and I don't listen to Lizzo, but like, what is she?
She's pop.
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
pop. Okay,
She's
cool.
pop. Like, they really dropped the ball on a couple of things. Some of the nominations were good, but the overall winners.
No, bad guys.
Another.
I don't know, man. They're clearly pushing that goal.
Oh yeah, for sure. Industry plant, isn't it?
For real, the biggest in my opinion.
Oh yeah, she is.
But
like, without
how big?
Without a.
Well, I just don't see how you can go from point A to point B. My thing for me is when
Powers.
Well, definitely has to. But she's literally. I didn't.
Just not see me up there less.
But she wasn't doing it. I don't. My thing is, I always find it weird when I don't know the previous stuff. Not that I was looking for it, but
you should have existed to some degree. Whereas she didn't. But yeah, no, I agree. It's all about like industry politics at this point. So
yeah.
Until we get an award show that is not tapped, this is what we got to do.
Oh, 100%.
So it's a shame.
I don't think you'll ever have an award show that's not tapped.
I mean, Tyler won though. That's still nice.
Pleased, yeah. But even Dave come out, someone left the Grammys, the body or whatever, the organisation, and said, yo, it's like people, labels pay for certain people to win if they need them to have a good year. So
it's all industry based, man.
Yeah, definitely.
See his performance.
Whose?
Tyler's.
I'm just shouting.
Magic one.
That was a great suit.
I enjoyed it. He was
going
crazy.
Yeah.
Brazy on that stage.
As Meek Mill said, the only person who shouts louder than him. New Magic Wand is such a good song as well, so I'm happy for him.
Magic.
It's a moment.
Magic Wand. Yeah, nah. Sick, man.
But, yeah, nah. What?
That's when he says running.
Right at the beginning. Running. So hard.
Nah, that's a very good album. He deserves it, but I think what he said about the Grammys was good. I was pleased that he came out and voiced his opinion that way.
I've got a hot take. We're gonna have to revisit this one, right? When Kendrick Lamar puts out his album this year, his album will win Album of the Year next year, regardless of how it sounds.
They've got to give. I think he deserves it. I think he's at like 10 Grammys at this point.
The thing is, he does put out great projects.
I'll tell you why I came to this conclusion. Because with Kendrick, the industry are very stupid because they always realize a year later or a release later that his release was sick. So Good Kid, Mad City came out, it didn't get a Grammy. Mad. To Pimp a Butterfly came out, it won Rap Album of the Year. Everyone gave it mad accolades. Good Kid, Mad City got accolades as well. We know Pimp a Butterfly. Then Damn came out, that won, I'm sure it won it as well, Rap Album of the Year.
I think so.
And that album won the Pulitzer Prize, which is like one of the biggest awards in music.
Yeah, you can.
And like, when you look at it, even you'd probably agree with this, some of the awards he won, it probably should have been a year forward. So Good Kid, Mad City should have won the Grammys.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly probably should have won the Pulitzer when you think about it.
Yeah, but isn't there like a time slot for certain albums? So
that's
for example,
that's the thing.
They'll only count it within. So like, for example, best album of 2021.
Like the cut-off date.
Yeah, the cut-off date. So for example, he might put it just before the cut-off date. So thus therefore it makes the cut. And you can definitely turn around and say, yeah, this was the best album of this year. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean, because I think it's every September where it cuts off. But what I'm saying is, the industry are always so late to recognise how great he is. And I think, obviously with all the backlash of how people are not receptive to our culture in the Grammys, I think they're going to be like, alright, shut up, black people. Let's let Kendrick Lamar win it. That's my
the thing is,
prediction.
I think you can never win the Grammys due to the fact that, yes, there is this sort of almost situation of like protest, because it's like, cool, we're winning, we are getting the stuff, but you're not putting us in the right categories, or you're not actually putting us in the proper position that we're supposed to be recognised for. And then you have the situation where it's like previous years, they ain't giving us no Grammys because they don't listen to our stuff.
Yeah.
So I think
It's slow progression.
right, yeah, slow progression. So if they do get things right, I think we'll be happy.
Well, let's hope he puts out a decent project.
They'll be happy.
Oh, he will. But even if he doesn't, they'll still. This is what my point is. Even if he doesn't, they'll still give it to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because his quality is only ever going to really get to a point where it's so bad. All of his stuff is well received.
Yeah.
So even if we think, oh shit, this Kendrick album ain't it, they're going to be like, this Kendrick album's amazing because they've chosen him to be that guy. I promise you, they're going to give it to him. That's my prediction.
I thought just TDE would just be running up on them and telling them, yo, listen, my guy's better win this Grammy.
I mean, King's Dead won a Grammy, so...
Great song.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, whose song is that? That's J-Rock.
J-Rock, yeah.
I like.
La da di da, love me love. Grammy award-winning lines.
100%, man.
What can you say?
That song is fantastic.
I fucking love it. I listened to it again a couple of weeks ago and I was like, this shit.
Nah, that song is
fucking
fantastic,
bro.
A ridiculous song, but that's the thing with Future, man. There's rules and he just doesn't play by them.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, true.
Should we discuss coronavirus before we leave?
Corona.
I'm interested to see what you have to say. Do you think is there a conspiracy?
No, it's been out for years. Coronavirus has been out for years. It's just the same thing with Ebola. It's been out for years. There are some TV shows that have said, okay, we need to affect Chinese people because there's a population of 2 billion people, X, Y, Z, this and that.
Oh, so they're trying to get them out of here.
To an extent. I mean, yes, there's been a conspiracy theory, of course, but if you're known, if you're privy to it, then cool, you understand it. It's gonna happen.
Do you think they're coming out like every 2 years or something? You know what I mean?
But what I can say is that what's his name? There's a patent. I think there's a patent for coronavirus.
What do you mean?
There's a patent.
Oh,
if I want to buy coronavirus, I can buy it.
So
if I wanna buy it, produce it, manufacture it, sell it, I would have to pay whoever owns that patent.
That's nuts. So you think they're cooking this up in a lab to try and
100%, they can.
Whipping the flip in the work.
100%.
I'm in the wall.
100%.
I put your fist in them.
100%. They can definitely cook it up in a lab. They can definitely cook it up in a lab and then distribute it like the way they want to. Because I know that Bill Gates went and stood up on like a TED talk and then said, I don't think it was a TED talk because he's too expensive for that, but he probably went up on one of these talks and said, listen, we need to reduce the population. One of the ways we could reduce CO2 is by reducing the population. And the only way we can do that is with vaccines, diseases, X, Y, and Z. I see a video years later talking about Ebola is so fascinating, X, Y, and Z. We're studying about how Ebola affects this person, that person, this and that. We now have fine detail to see how Ebola affects people. Now the coronavirus, if there is a patent for it, I would believe someone as a sociopath like Bill Gates would probably have the hands on that, buy it, and then distribute it the way he wants to. And because he has powers...
Are you saying Bill Gates made a coronavirus?
Bill Gates is a sociopath.
Okay.
You're gonna have to explain that one.
Nah, I've already explained it, bro. That guy wants to reduce population for whatever reason.
Is he Thanos?
He wants. He's too old to be Thanos, man. Too frail.
Too frail. Thanos is really putting in the work, you know.
What's his name? What's the guy who runs Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos running up on them.
His net worth is like
the Avengers and
Yeah,
crazy.
And the thing is, when you have powers like that, you don't really have to pay tax. I mean, that's not really like my whole beef with Jeff Bezos, but once you have powers like that, there is certain things that you can control. So if somebody like Bill Gates, where he has so much money,
you can't even fathom having that much money. You don't even need that much money.
You don't.
Because
the thing is, I deep like a couple, like this is digression, but I was deep in like, you look at a couple mansions here, you look at them, they're pretty nice, but you really deep it, you don't need that many rooms.
No.
You don't need that much space. it's just like, what's the point? And the thing is, I was looking at a two-bed apartment. I was like, yo, this is cozy, man. This is what I need. Really and truly, that's what I needed.
Yeah, that's what you...
But back to what I was saying, like, because coronavirus has been patent already, who's to say that you can't manufacture it and use it and then put it on people? So the situation that's going on in China, I don't want to say that, oh, it just so happened to spark up. It just created itself. It had to be created somewhere first. And the thing is with like learning science back in the day, you can easily take out the, I think it's the RNA from, the DNA of the RNA strand from the actual virus itself and exchange it for something else to put in a human to benefit them in many ways.
Yeah.
The same way you can create whatever you want to create, put it in a virus, and let it multiply and then give it to several people. So, is it a conspiracy? I don't know. I would say it's definitely planned. For whatever reason, it's definitely been planned. That's just.
I don't think you're the only one that will feel that way as well.
No, I'm the only one, bro. There's several people. Have you not seen that video with the Jamaican guy? I don't want to call him Jamaican. The West Indies guy. He shows a video of the spray, like the spray that kills 99% germs. It says on the back coronavirus. 100%.
So that man been known about this.
So yeah, like it's been known, but you know.
We'll see what happens going forward then.
But I think a lot of people will be more educated in terms of keeping their health. So if you're gonna sneeze, keep it to yourself.
I've been sick all week. I thought I damn near had it, God forbid.
No, I don't think you have it, man.
I felt like trash the other day, but I mean...
No, you alright, B?
No, I think... Yeah, it's interesting. Powers. I think, to be honest, like, there's a lot of stuff, like information, and a lot of misinformation as well. Like, a lot of people have kind of turned it out to be this killer virus, but then I've read, like, it's not even killed any more than a common flu is killed in the same time frame. So it's just like, it's a bit of mass hysteria. Obviously,
well, that's what the media be doing.
The media loves to scaremonger.
You said something interesting the other day, like the message you sent to Vincent, like people are moving mad now towards Chinese people. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, they're moving super mad. So I just told him. Vincent is our friend from a group chat, but he has he's Chinese, and pretty much I said, just for bants, just sneeze on the train. It's not like a racial thing. It's just like, listen, I know you're probably going through a tough time, because there was even a time where like there was death threats with people in Chafford 100 with Islam, who were Islamic. It was pretty much, listen, be careful in it. But I don't want to go as far as saying, you know, make a Muslim pray out loud, because people are very much Islam, like they have an Islamophobia in the UK, especially in London. So you start praying out loud in, you know, your prayers. I don't know whether it's Arabian or you're speaking your own language. Just don't do it. But with this one, I just thought it would be bants. Just sneeze out loud and then see what happens. Just see if you can grab a chair.
Someone will definitely try to run.
100%. It was like that thing, what's it?
And then just sit down and start safe.
You get a seat that way for sure. But it was like that picture of there was this Chinese man on the train that there was a massive people stepped away from him. So they're moving mad.
Yeah, it's the power of the media, man.
100%.
No,
the two people who have it in this country.
The virus affects respiratory system. That's why it's somewhat of a deadly virus.
But only 2 people have it, and they're quarantined. So it's like, you know, people would love to.
Yeah.
The media's moving mad, man.
Be.
It's not Ebola. Ebola gave it a good try. Like Ebola was trying to get people out of here.
Yeah, man. Not looking at bare Africans different.
Listen, it gave it its all.
Ebola gave it 110%. I can't lie.
Had to look for Cody and shit.
But the thing is, even Ebola, it was a different situation. So I looked into that. I was like, okay, it's been here for years. Like coronavirus has been here for years. So if you're looking at this, if you're watching this, if you're Chinese, if you know somebody who's Chinese, don't worry, man. It's all good.
Show them love, man.
Just wear the vape mouth guard.
Why do they wear that? Does that do anything? Is that going to do anything?
No, I think it's because in China there's a lot of pollution, so that's why they wear the guard.
I don't think that if you're breathing, you're breathing. Like
yeah, but there's dust particles as well.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess so.
So like, for example, if they're just there out there just with the cover and stuff, it's like, alright, cool, innit? I might start doing that actually, man. I might just start rolling through Westfield with the team on and just.
Jesus Christ. Well, on that note,
You could cause so much trouble.
but yeah, be safe, everybody. Obviously,
yeah,
try
man,
not
definitely
to
be
catch
safe.
any diseases and stuff. But you know, just
Catch
be
it,
mindful.
kill it.
Do the dance.
Of course, yeah, man.
But yeah, I think that's it, lads. I think we've covered everything on our list. Scenarios in as well. So
That's it.
we dare.
2020.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening. Yeah.
Until next time.
Until next time.